Alright guys, so today's question was on, let's see, I think it was texted to me by one of my friends. She asked, why do doctors wear white coats? And I thought about it and I was like, that's one of the literally bloodiest jobs that you can have. So why would you wear white? So I've been doing research. I think she sent it to me like 3 days ago. So by no means am I an expert on this. So I've got my notes in front of me, and we're going to go over that right now. Alright, so the reasons that I found for why doctors wear white coats is because the white coat says, in essence, I am a scientific healer. I heal by using proven methods that the scientific theory has shown to work a certain percentage of the time. Okay, so before the white coat came along, medicine was generally like a haphazard, full of frauds and quacks. So people began to see like lab technicians as knowing more scientifically how to cure somebody. So the medical field started adopting that into the medical field itself. So what they did is they actually took the white lab coat, that's why it's lab coat, and they started putting it on doctors to prove that they weren't just doing the eclectic way of medicine. They were doing it the proven way, the way that some amount of study has shown works. So, and I know there's a whole field of people saying that modern medicine is garbage. And I think that there might be some small truths to the fact that it has some political play in it, which, some people are like, some political play? It has a lot of political play. No, but that's besides the point. The medicine that I know of as medicine has worked for me. So whether that's just my brain saying that it works or not, that medicine works for me. And by saying that, I'm kind of going the opposite way and saying that the eclectic way of thinking about it, the homeopathic ways, the ways that find one thing that works for some people and tries to give it to everybody, is true as well. And I don't know, the way of thinking is that it's not wrong until it's proven wrong. Now there are some homeopathic remedies that are still being used today that have been proved, and the proof is out there. You could go try these experiments yourself and you would see that they don't work. So they're proved to be wrong. But people still use them because there are those certain small percentage that say that it works for them. So there's some psychology in going into that, and I'm not going to go into that side of it. Let's get back to why they wear them in the first place. Another reason that doctors wear white lab coats is to give the recognition that this is their field, this is what they do. I was recently just talking to someone out just on the street, and he was saying, well, it's kind of like the difference between a craft and a hobby. Okay? With a craft, there are certain things that are accepted across the entire craft. We gave an example of an artist. You think of an artist, you think of a palette in one hand, which is the thing that you put the colors on, and I guess most of the time it's white. A white coat that has pockets in it. Kind of looks like a doctor's coat, but we'll get into that. The other thing is that between the craft and the hobby is there are certain things that are accepted in society to show that you accept the difference. To accept upon yourself the mental that you're going to be expected to act that way. Me, I consider myself in my brain a blacksmith. Not a very good one. I'm an amateur at best, but I am a blacksmith because when I'm working the metal, I accept that if somebody sees me, they're going to think I'm blacksmithing. I accept that, that's fine. But I'm not to the level of, say, a doctor, where I will walk around and just in general, people will see me and they'll be like, oh, that guy's a blacksmith because he's wearing a leather apron and he's covered in soot. I'm not to that point. I may never be to that point with my craft. But doctors accept that mantle upon themselves, in this case, the white lab coat. People are going to see them and accept that they are a doctor. They know what they're talking about. Another example he gave is that he's just not going to walk up and say, oh man, I got some bad news for you. You got cancer all up and down in your lungs. It's eating away. You see that? It looks like he's like throwing up in your lungs. No, they're not going to do that because that's not what's expected of them. You know, there are a couple of them that use, so to speak, like slang terms in the way but that's just to make us understand. So, rambling aside, doctors wear white lab coats to show that they want to be recognized, or that they accept that they are going to be recognized for their knowledge about the human body and the way that it works and how to help fix it. That aside, there's this big huge thing going on about medical white lab coats leading to like transferring bacteria between patients, and also giving people white coat hypertension, which is when you see a doctor, you're like, ah! Or, you know, kind of like seeing a needle and you're like, ah! So, if they're so bad, why do doctors still wear them? Well, it's actually kind of cool because most doctors don't even wear them anymore. Like, regular doctors, I'm not talking like in the hospital. About 72% of all hospital doctors and medical students wear white lab coats, and that's mostly in the hospitals. But anything like the lower, I don't want to say lower because that sounds bad, like the family medicine, the doctors that you would normally go and see for like a cold or something like that, that can deal with those more extreme cases, they don't wear them because they want to build a more personal relationship between them and their patients. I worked with doctors for a long time. Sorry, I was rambling on there. I had to catch myself. So some people tend to deify or, you know, make them seem like gods, doctors are, but they're just regular people. If you don't know a doctor, you should go get to know one, because you should always surround yourself with people that are smarter than you. You should always be the dumbest person in the room. And I don't mean that in the way of like putting yourself down, oh man, I'm stupid. No. In the way of like intelligence levels of what you know and what you want to know. Surround yourself with people that know more about what you want to know. I love being around people that are outwardly intelligent. And I say that because everyone is intelligent in their own ways. That's great. That's what, you know, I agree with. The thing is that when you don't share your knowledge, you are stealing from the world. And I hate to say that in that way, but it's true. That was a hardcore tangent. Okay guys, so if you liked that video, I know I lost some of my footage from my new Dragon Cam because I had it set on time-lapse. So, you know, that's how it goes. You learn new things, you ask why, you figure it out, you fix it. So, this is me signing off. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and click right here for just, you know, subscribe. I would love that. And click over there to watch a video that YouTube wants you to watch. And right here, click on that one for my most recent upload. So, go do that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below with your questions, and don't forget, never stop asking why.